Defense is very important in the game, especially if you're dealing with explosions. And that's what we're looking at, blast protection. So hello, welcome, my name is JD. This is another easy Minecraft tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at how to get and use the blast protection enchantment. A blast protection is an enchantment that's used on armor. So it can include the helmet, the chest plate, leggings, boots, and turtle shell. Now, the blast protection enchantment reduces the amount of damage caused by explosions, as well as fireworks. But how to get it? Well, you can enchant with an enchantment table. Keep in mind, I'm in creative right now, but you would be using lapis here. This gets us respiration. I'm just going to enchant just to see what we get. There's a chance. That's fire protection. That's not what we're going to get there. Again, fire protection. And this one, blast protection. There we go. Blast protection 4, and we also got unbreaking. So we did get some blast protection. It does go up to level 4, as you can see here. And what blast protection does is it reduces damage by explosions by 8 times the level. And that's in percentage. So blast protection 4 times 8 is 32% reduction in damage. You can also get books. These you can get in several different ways. First is by fishing. Another is from loot chests. And last is from a librarian villager. So we're going to place blast protection on the other things using an anvil. So that is got blast protection. This now has blast protection, and so does this. You'll notice the enchantment cost is 8. When you combine several different protection enchantments, again, there is a cap. So right now in Bedrock Edition, the cap is 16. So this includes the other protections like blast, not just blast protection, but projectile protection, fire protection, and regular protection. So they cannot exceed 16. And in Java, they cannot exceed 20. So you cannot have more than one kind of protection on each piece of armor. So for this, you cannot add protection. For this, you cannot add fire protection. You cannot add projectile protection. So you can only have one kind of protection for each piece of armor. But you can combine them all in different armor pieces. So you can have all 4 of them if you want. Just not all in one piece of armor. Now we're going to look at the difference in damage between unenchanted armor and enchanted armor. We're using netherite, so it's the highest one. So here's a creeper. Gonna leave him there for a moment. He's gonna walk away, isn't he? And let's put on our unenchanted armor. I'm gonna switch to survival. And let's see what happens. We're gonna let him explode. Check out how many hearts we have. And we dropped by 3.5. That's netherite armor for you. All right, we now have our enchanted armor on, all blast protection. Let's see what happens with the creeper now. Half a heart damage. Oh yeah, that is so much better. Because netherite armor has knockback protection, let's take a look at this. We've got regular diamond armor here. So back to survival. And let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Knockback was pretty big. The damage is the same as netherite armor, but let's see what happens. And this is going to illustrate a difference between Bedrock and Java Edition. All right, we now have blast protection on here. So let's see what happens. We still get the knockback. Let's try this out in Java. We're now in Java Edition, and we've got the same protection here, blast protection. So let's see what happens with this creeper. Hello. So, you notice we did have that knockback. There is actually a knockback reduction by 15% times level, but it's actually not noticeable when you're playing the game unless you have Blast Protection 6, which you can only get through creative or commands. Not creative, but through commands. I find it interesting that in Java Edition you don't really see much of a reduction in knockback, but the formula is 15 times the level, so 4. So if you've got 4, then, well, you know what? It does reduce it by 60%, so it would round up to 1. But the reduction really doesn't seem that much, does it? But if you have less than 4, if you have Blast Protection 3 or under, you don't see a thing. No difference. And that's it for Blast Protection. Let me know what you like to put Blast Protection on. Do you prefer to put it on any particular piece of armor? Because I'm not sure if it makes much of a difference, but who knows? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like the video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in seeing more easy Minecraft tutorials, then please consider subscribing. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.